Buddhist truths that help those over 70 live with ease and peace. There is a moment that arrives very quietly yet unmistakably, a moment that often appears when a person steps past the age of 70. You wake up on a morning that seems ordinary. The sunlight still slips through the familiar window frame, the house is still as silent as every day, but something feels different. Your first thought is no longer a to-do list, no longer the plans for tomorrow, or the unfinished goals waiting ahead. A simple yet profound realization gently appears in your mind. I am 70. The face reflected in the mirror is no longer the version of yourself at 30, 40, or 50. The body moves slower, softer, more carefully. The world around you has changed to some changes as gentle as a breeze, others as powerful as a storm. And if you listen closely to the whispers of society, you may hear a troubling message. 70 is the beginning of decline. The best years are behind you. But what if that story is entirely wrong? What if turning 70 is not the beginning of the end, but the ripest season of a human life, the season of understanding, of peace, of wisdom forged through sunshine, storms, and the unpredictable weather of existence? More than 2,500 years ago, the Buddha, then still Prince Siddhartha, saw something the modern world often forgets. When he encountered four scenes, an old man, a sick person, a funeral, and a serene monk walking silently, he realized a profound truth. Aging, illness, and death are unavoidable. But how we face them is where true freedom begins. And at 70, each of us stands at a threshold like that. Not the threshold of fading, but the threshold of ripening. Just like fruit does not ripen when it first forms, but only after enduring enough sun, rain, winter winds, and time, so finally, it develops its sweetest flavor. Today's journey is about 6 quiet truths, 6 signs that life has begun to merge seamlessly with Buddhist wisdom. Not truths you must strive to achieve, but truths already opening within you if you are calm enough to notice. Take a gentle breath. Sit back. You are not slow. You are not late. You are not behind anyone. You are exactly on the timeline meant for your life. At 70, the most magical thing is not how much you know, but that you still want to know more. It may be a grandchild trying to explain how to use a new app. Or a book you've never read, a subject you've never cared about before. Instead of saying, "I'm old, I don't need to learn," you find yourself saying, "Show me." Slowly, okay. That is wisdom. In Buddhist teachings, the person who believes they know everything is the one who cannot learn anything more. The spirit of not knowing, also called the beginner's mind, is the essence of enlightenment. Like the famous story of the scholar who visited a Zen master. He arrived boasting about all the knowledge he had collected in life. The Zen master poured tea for him. Even when the cup was full, the master continued pouring. Tea overflowed onto the table. Startled, the scholar protested. The master simply smiled. A full cup cannot hold more. Your mind is the same. At 70, you have gathered a lifetime of experience, healed wounds, joys, sorrows, losses, yet the truly wise person is not the one who knows everything, but the one who never closes the door of curiosity. Modern science agrees, curiosity keeps the brain flexible, prevents decline, builds new neural connections, and sustains the desire to live. You learn because it's enjoyable. You ask because you want to understand. You try new things because they are fun. A mind that still asks why, how does this work, is a mind that is still alive, still youthful, still open. As age increases, every morning the body sends you a small report. A little knee pain, a tightness in the shoulder, a breath that is not as deep as before. Society often makes older people feel ashamed when their bodies slow down. But Buddhism teaches something entirely different. The Buddha said, to keep the body healthy is a duty, for without a healthy body, the mind cannot remain clear. Health at 70 is not about running fast or being strong like at 30. Health at this age is cooperation, a gentle partnership between you and your body. Like the story of the cracked pot. A perfect pot and a cracked pot were carried by a water bearer every day. The cracked pot felt ashamed for not doing its job properly. But the water bearer said, because water dripped from you, flowers grew on both sides of the path. Your 70-year-old body is like that. It is no longer perfect, but it still brings beauty in its own way. Every slow step is a lesson in mindfulness. Every time you relax instead of forcing yourself to endure pain is an act of self-compassion. Every simple meal you prepare is a ritual of caring for yourself. Most importantly, you learn to say, "Thank you, body, thank you for staying with me through such a long journey." There is a unique kind of loneliness that often appears at 70. Not the kind filled with tears or panic. A quieter kind. The phone rings less often. Old friends drift away. Children and grandchildren live busy lives. A whole day may pass, and the only person you speak to is the cashier at the market. In this silence, the thought slips in. Maybe I should distance myself from everyone. But the Buddha taught, spiritual friendship is the whole of the spiritual path. Human beings are not meant to be isolated islands. We are like drops of water that eventually meet in the ocean. Connection does not mean socializing with many people. It simply means you allow yourself to be loved. You allow yourself to be present in someone's life. And you allow others to enter yours. Sometimes just one phone call, one greeting, one cup of tea with a neighbor is enough to awaken the heart again. Harvard's 85-year-long study on happiness proves something undeniable. The quality of our relationships is the single most important factor determining happiness and longevity. Not money. Not achievements. But the connections that warm the heart. By 70, you have lived through countless stories. Love, loss, misunderstandings, disappointments, regrets, mistakes. Some memories bring a smile whenever they arise. But others sit in the heart, as heavy as stone. Most suffering in old age does not come from the present but from the past that has not been released. The Buddha once asked his disciples, if a person is struck by a poisoned arrow, should he stand there analyzing who shot it, why he shot it, what the arrow is made of, or should he remove the arrow first? The painful past is that poisoned arrow. A wise person does not dig into it endlessly, does not blame, does not cling. They choose to pull it out. Not because the memory disappears, but because they stop gripping it so tightly. They say, that has passed, and I have passed through it. When the past is released, the heart becomes light as the wind. You feel a kind of liberation as if stepping into a bright room after many years locked in darkness. There is a special kind of beauty that only appears after 70, the beauty of living slowly. No more rushing. No more proving anything. No more competing. Earlier in life, you lived fast because you had responsibilities, ambitions, goals, and expectations. But at 70, you finally understand something many people never realize. Life truly happens only in this present moment. Walking slowly is not because you cannot walk fast, but because you no longer need to. Cooking a simple meal becomes a form of meditation. Watching a leaf fall can become a moment of awakening. The elderly often say, it takes reaching this age to understand what living really means. That is the wisdom of slowing down. In youth, people prioritize ambition, career, money, reputation, chasing goals. But eventually you realize, inner peace is the greatest wealth. Buddhism teaches that happiness does not come from circumstances, but from a mind that is not disturbed. At 70, you no longer want arguments. You no longer want to prove anything. You no longer want to win or lose. You no longer hold on to small things. You choose peace over being right. Gentleness over conflict. Forgiveness over resentment. Peace becomes the measure of all decisions. The Buddha once taught, old age is not a loss, but an accomplishment. After you have lived through enough joy, enough pain, enough change, enough loss, 70 is not the final chapter. It is the deepest, most serene, most beautiful part of the human journey. 70 is the age when your mind remains curious. Your body is treated with kindness. Your heart still seeks connection. The past no longer binds you. The present becomes your home. And peace becomes your priority. This is not decline. This is the ripening of the soul. If you are 70, you are not late. You are perfectly aligned with the universe's timeline, and you are exactly where you are meant to be.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.